Did you know that most people don't even have $1,000 saved for an emergency? Yet, once you cross the $20,000 mark in savings, your entire life begins to change. Not just financially, but also mentally, emotionally, and even socially. You start to see the world in a new light. You make decisions differently, and you realize that money isn't about luxury, it's about freedom. So, why does everything change after reaching $20,000? Let's break it down step by step. The reality is that many people are stuck in a recurring financial cycle. They work, get paid, and within a few weeks, their money is gone. Rent, food, car payments, bills, and perhaps a few guilty pleasures vanish faster than they appeared. It's not that people don't earn money, it's that they don't keep it. When you have little to no savings, you're not truly living, you're just surviving. Every decision becomes a source of stress. You remain in jobs you dislike because you can't afford to quit. You tolerate toxic bosses for the paycheck. You can't plan for the future because you're always chasing the next bill. That's the trap, and it's exhausting. However, once you reach that $20,000 mark, something significant happens. You gain leverage. You're no longer desperate. You can make smarter, calmer, and more confident choices. You stop asking, "How do I survive this month?" and start thinking, "How do I make my money work for me?" That's the promise of having $20,000. It's not about becoming rich overnight. It's about buying your peace of mind and, from there, building true wealth. Now let's talk strategy, because you don't reach $20,000 by accident. It happens through intention, not luck. Here's how you can achieve it. Step 1. Know where every dollar goes. You can't grow what you don't track. Start with one simple goal: awareness. For the next 30 days, write down every dollar you spend. Use apps like Mint or even a notebook. You will be surprised at how small daily expenses, like coffee runs, forgotten subscriptions, and impulse buys, add up. Once you see where your money actually goes, saving stops feeling impossible and becomes a math problem, not a mystery. Step 2. Create a simple budget that works for you. Forget complicated financial spreadsheets. All you need is a basic framework to keep you consistent. Try the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% for necessities like rent, food, and transportation, 30% for wants like entertainment and lifestyle, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. If that feels overwhelming, start smaller. Even saving 10% consistently can build momentum. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. The goal isn't to live like a monk, it's to live below your means long enough to rise above them. Step 3. Build your emergency confidence fund. The first $1,000 you save is your protection. This money is not for vacations or shopping. It's your "I can handle it" fund. When your car breaks down or you receive an unexpected medical bill, you won't panic. You'll just handle it. That's where true confidence begins. After reaching this initial goal, aim for having 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses saved. At this point, you'll stop merely surviving and start truly breathing. Step 4. Increase your income. Don't just cut costs. You can only save so much money, but you can earn infinitely more. That's where real growth begins. Start asking yourself, how can I make an extra $500 this month? This could involve freelancing a skill you already possess, starting a small online side hustle, selling unused items, or offering a local service such as tutoring, editing, or design. The key is simple. Use your free time to create value rather than just consume it. As your savings grow, saving will feel less like a chore and more like an exciting game. It can become addictive in the best sense of the word. Step 5. Automate your savings. Here's a game changer. Don't rely solely on willpower. Instead, rely on automation. Set up your bank account to automatically transfer a set amount to savings every payday. Even if it's just $100 per week, that adds up to $5,200 over the course of a year. You'll be amazed at how quickly it builds up when you remove the choice to spend it. Treat saving like a bill, because your future deserves to be funded too. Step 6. Make your money grow. Once you reach your first $5,000 or $10,000 in savings, it's time to make your money work for you. Start small with high-yield savings accounts, index funds, or even fractional investing apps. You don't need to be a financial genius to get started. You just need to begin. Remember, compound interest rewards consistency, not intelligence. Even a $200 monthly investment can grow into tens of thousands over time. You won't get rich quickly. Instead, you'll get rich steadily. Step 7. Understand the power of delayed gratification. One truth that separates those who remain broke from those who build wealth is this: wealthy individuals think long-term, while those who struggle financially focus on immediate gratification. When you learn to delay gratification and say "not yet" instead of "I can't afford it," you begin to win financially. Every dollar you choose not to spend emotionally becomes a soldier working for your future. Consider this: you could buy the latest phone today, or you could invest that $1,000 and watch it grow into $3,000 or more in the future. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about prioritizing your future over momentary impulses. Every time you resist that quick dopamine hit from spending, you are building something much stronger: self-control. And it's self-control that can turn $1,000 into $20,000, and $20,000 into true financial freedom. Here's a small challenge. Before you buy anything non-essential, wait 48 hours and ask yourself, will this make me richer or poorer? That one question can save you thousands over time. When you stop buying to impress others, you begin investing in yourself. Remember, those who seem rich often aren't, while those who save, invest, and maintain discipline are the ones who eventually live on their own terms. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The biggest change after reaching $20,000 in savings isn't just financial, it's psychological. Money buys freedom, but first, it provides clarity. When you have a solid safety net, you stop acting out of fear and start acting with purpose. You make choices from strength rather than survival, realizing that you don't have to say yes to everything for fear of losing income. You gain the courage to say no to bad deals, unfulfilling jobs, or toxic relationships. This isn't arrogance, it's independence. When you're struggling financially, even small problems can feel overwhelming. However, when you have money, those same problems become manageable because you no longer feel helpless. You begin to think in decades instead of days, and that's when your financial power truly multiplies. Money builds confidence. Each time your savings grow, your self-respect increases. You start to trust yourself and feel capable. You think, if I can save $20,000, then I can save $50,000. This quiet confidence spills over into other areas of your life, including your work, relationships, and goals. You become someone who doesn't just wish for stability, you create it. Money also creates options, and options are the true definition of wealth. With $20,000 in savings, you can move to a new city, take a break to rethink your career, invest in a business or skill, and handle emergencies without panic. You stop living life reactively and start making intentional choices. That's what financial freedom really means: the ability to choose your next move without fear. Money redefines what enough means. Ironically, once you have money, you stop obsessing over it. You no longer chase every shiny object. Instead, you start valuing simplicity, time, and peace. You come to realize that happiness was never about having more. It was about having control. That's why $20,000 is a turning point. It's the bridge between struggling and strategizing. Here's the truth. The hardest part isn't saving $20,000. It's believing that you can. Once you believe it's possible, the steps become clear. Track your money. Cut expenses that don't serve you. Increase your income. Automate your savings. You don't need a finance degree. You just need discipline, patience, and consistency. A year from now, you could look back and say, that's when everything changed. So, start today. Save your first $100, then your first $1,000, and continue until you reach $20,000. Because on the other side of that number is freedom. If you found this message inspiring, be sure to subscribe for more smart money tips, mindset shifts, and practical finance strategies. And comment below, what's your savings goal for this year? Let's build wealth together, one decision at a time. Here's something most people don't realize. When you start saving, it's not just your life that changes. Your habits begin to influence everyone around you. Your friends notice that you're calmer about money, and your family starts asking how you're doing it. Slowly, you become the example, the person who took control of their finances. Money is energy. It flows to those who respect it, not those who chase it. When you manage your finances effectively, life begins to open doors that were once closed. Opportunities appear, and your confidence grows. You stop settling and start making choices. That's what $20,000 represents. Not luxury or greed, but stability, the foundation from which you can build your dreams. So, if you're reading this, take it as a sign. Your future self is waiting for you to make that first move. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. Because saving money isn't just about the number in your account, it's about the freedom that number creates. Soft, empowering tone. Remember, wealth isn't built overnight. It's built every day you choose to do better with what you have. Once you control your money, you control your life.